Good morning. Hope you're all well. And today I'd like to give a very quick update on lithium market in general and some of the trends. And in particular, I would like to congratulate Latin Resources because of its 41% upgrade at its Colina deposit. I think that's pretty special, pretty amazing. It's a company that's been going really fast track, excellent communication, with a clear line of sight in terms of its steps and schedule, and continues to really deliver. Points been made that I think currently around the company currently has a $500 million valuation, whereas its nearest comparator, Sigma Lithium, has around $4 billion valuation, and that's where in a market where lithium prices have really spot lithium prices have really come down. So looking at it medium long term, I think it's looking really good. Let's have a look at Hoops's chart. It's something I bring up now and again when he publishes it, and you can again see the kind of enterprise value to resource. And I'd like to just home in again on two companies that I've been following and invested in, as Vulcan Energy Resources and European Metals. Particularly looking at Vulcan, I mean, when you look at the size and its position on the chart, it currently is still colored as in the feasibility stage, but as we know, it's commissioning part of its plant. So I don't know why it's not showing under construction, but it's an interesting chart, interesting comparator. Now, what I'd like to do is just quickly look at the drivers for lithium demand, and that's effectively electric vehicles and what's happening there. If you look at this chart, I mean, sales in the month reached 1.2 million in August, according to this chart. It's a strong trend globally, and we see that trend continuing. If you look at this additional chart, you can see that the leaders are still BYD and Tesla. BYD, if you take the hybrid, include the hybrid in the count as well. Now, what's really interesting is we've been discussing, or you've been hearing a lot in the press about China. And yes, there has been a slowdown, but if you look at the last few months, and you can see it in this chart, there's a steady upward trend, and it's continued into November as well, which I think is really, again, really positive. So China perhaps is stabilizing with its property price crunch, with its post-COVID reckoning, etc. Eventually, things will balance out, but it looks like we're starting to see the green shoots of that in China. And there's been other things in the news about record increases in iron ore imports into China and production of steel, exports, etc. So it seems like China is gradually stabilizing. Next chart I'd like to show you, if you look at Ford electric vehicle sales in the United States, what do you notice? Upward trend. Once again, I think that was a big concern a few months ago, that vehicle sales in the US were slowing down. But as we can see, that in this case for Ford, we still got a nice upward trend, which I think again is positive. I'm not spitting out numbers because I'm just putting the charts up and doing this as quickly as possible, just focusing on the trend. Now, an interesting one I thought I'd talk about is Donald Trump. What if, and it's good to look at these scenarios, what if Donald Trump wins? And with respect to his comments regarding the Inflation Reduction Act, US, with respect to his comments in the past on electric vehicles, conflicting comments at times, but generally negative. However, I pulled out some analysis from Reuters, and so far my understanding is there there's been, I'll put up another chart, there's been 128 billion US dollar investments so far in batteries and EV manufacturing, etc., and taking advantage of the IRA. And at the same time, $48 billion of that is in the swing states of Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, and Michigan. So, if you're Donald Trump, as usual, I guess you base everything on interest in terms of cost benefit. Is that worth it? Is it not worth it? What's my benefit? Is it going to be in his benefit or any other Republican's benefit to really go all out against all of that investment, all of that employment, and now that it's an established industry, a tax-paying industry in those swing states? I don't think so. Somehow, when rubber hits the road, pragmatism comes in. So there we go. It was very quick today. Trying to be efficient, to give you as much information as possible in a short space of time. It's not to burn up your time as well. Have a great weekend. Peace, health, well-being to all. Thank you.